Well, I thought I would do a little bit of a shop tour and an update so that people know that I'm still alive. It's been a while since I've posted anything on YouTube or on 21st Century Woodworking. And primarily that's because I've been focusing on getting my shop in order instead of building new projects. My dad came out here at the end of October and helped me put in this bench here, and of course there's storage underneath here, and more storage. You know, I've got my old chest of drawers which my drill press used to sit on, and it's still being used for storage. I think eventually I'll probably put, you know, real drawers in there, maybe when this thing finally wears out. I've also been focusing on acquiring a few more key tools. I wanted to get it into hand tools, so I picked up a Tormek T7 so that I could keep things pristinely sharp in very quick time, very easily. And so one of the first planes that I got was this Veritas block plane. It's an exquisite plane. I really like it. Probably like it better than the Lee Nielsen's, especially for the price. The quality of that blade, their new steel is really pretty impressive. Then I also picked up compound sliding miter saw. This one is okay. I didn't really expect a lot in terms of accuracy, you know, for mitering and stuff like that out of a compound slider. And this one, it does okay. I mainly got it to, you know, pre-process materials to go on the CNC. Speaking of the CNC, I've updated the table with obviously a grid of half-inch holes so that I can use half-inch pins anywhere I want on the table to make sure that jigs are always in the right space. They're 1.5 inch centers, I think, on here. Excuse me. The there's a another layer of MDF underneath here, and there are threaded inserts that come up from the bottom that I can put 1/4-20 bolts and threaded links in for holding down jigs. This has been a really easy to set up, quick system so far. I like that a lot, so spent a little time planning that out and building that. The other major tool purchase that I did this year was to get a planer. I guess this is the Dewalt Dw 735. Very, very impressed with this planer. Probably one of the best purchases I've made in recent times. Then I've also been kind of getting my collection of hand planes. It's just hard to do with just one hand. Going. So I picked up an antique Stanley number 5. Kind of tuned that up. Works good for a lot of softwoods. I've got the Veritas scraper plane. I like that a lot better than the surface finishes you can get with this. Are a lot better than sandpaper. A chisel plane. This is very convenient for pairing things flush and cleaning up glue and getting into the corners. And then the first plane that I would recommend that anybody would want to get into would be a low-angle jack plane. This is a phenomenal plane. It has the advantage that you can just quickly change out the blades with various bevel angles, and you can then easily work from softwoods to hardwoods and end grain all in one plane. It also makes a pretty good shooting plane. All around, it's probably the plane that I would recommend. And the second plane that I'd recommend is the block plane. This is the Lee Valley standard block plane, low angle block plane. I'm a huge fan of low angle planes. They're just incredibly versatile tools. I don't like the other kind of planes because you have to maintain a lot of them in order to get the right cutting angle to produce good results in every wood. And so you make a little bit of an investment in a plane like this, and the blades are $40 a piece or something like that, instead of spending a couple $100 on a plane that has a different frog angle. It's kind of nice. And Veritas makes great products. I am extremely impressed with the quality. And this is a example shaving. I tried to measure this with my calipers, and it reads 0, which means that it's less than a half a thousandth of an inch thick. It's thinner than paper. Great tools. So anyway, that's a little bit of an update. Oh, the other thing I should mention, I'm working on kind of my dream bench here. I cut all these parts on the CNC, and soon I'll be posting the cut files and drawings on the website. But you can see that I'm obviously not done with it. The bench will go up and down. There are 4 Acme threaded posts in each corner, and they're essentially connected to a motor, which is driven by, or will be driven by, an 80-volt battery pack. And there's a remote for this to make it go up and down and control the speed. All the electronics are kind of sitting in the area where there will be shelves and drawers. So it'll eventually look a lot cleaner than this. In addition, I've designed an end vise into the bench, or I guess you would call that still a face vise. But anyway, in the vise jaw on the outside, there'll be like the Veritas chain that will go across a couple sprockets on either one of these, and when you turn one, it'll turn both of them. So I'm setting this up to do more hand-cut dovetail work and that kind of stuff. So it'll be a nice addition when it's done. I'll get a chair to sit on this end. And then on this end, I will have a one of those metal jaw face vises. I think I'm going to get the 9-inch, 9.5 or 10-inch wide vise to sit on there. So I think the bench goes from about 32.5 inches tall up to about 50-ish, so somewhere right in mid-chest range. So you can do everything, kind of adjust it for the height of the project that you're working on, and especially you can adjust it to be an in-feed, out-feed table for whatever tools you have in the shop. So, if you're like me, you get the good tools, but they're never the same height. So this will be a functional tool to move around and use for that as well. And you can see I've got my laser at least in place. It is not set up. We kind of tore it down to move everything around, and I have not had time to get it set up. I'm going to make this into an engraver, but that's kind of a low priority right now. So right now I'm just focusing on getting everything in the shop as organized as I can and have a functional workflow. The next couple things that I'm probably going to work on, by the way, the bandsaw isn't going to live here. It's going to live here on the floor. so I can use this as a natural outfeed for it. Actually, it'll probably live more over here, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to make sheet good storage on a cart to go against this wall. Right now I just have it all stacked on the floor, which is less than ideal. And then over here I'm going to make a clamp rack to house all of my clamps. So those are the next couple things that I'll work on. And maybe even before that, I'll work on a cart, one of those flip-top carts to sit in front of the plywood storage, right where the bandsaw is sitting. And I'll put the plane on one side of the flip-top and the miter saw on the other, and I'll have extendable wings on either side so that I can use it as a miter saw. So those are the things that I've been working on. Nothing real exciting in terms of projects, other than getting this bench. It's been fun. But yeah, getting things done and getting organized, and hopefully here in another few months I'll have a really well-oiled and organized machine. Yeah, so coming along. So till next time, I'll talk to you later.